Hi guys, John here from Optics Warehouse. So today we're going to go through some of the basic kit that you need to start field target or hunter field target shooting. So as you can see, we've got a typical sort of size of field target scope to the right hand side and typical hunter field target scope to the left. There's some key differences there, mainly the bigger magnification, the bigger the scope. It's more suited to FT, and the smaller the scope and the smaller the magnification, that's more suited to HFT. Obviously generally around about 10 times is where you want to be. Smaller objectives obviously give you a deeper depth of field. Larger objectives give a shallower depth of field, both of which help for their certain disciplines. But we're not going to go too much into the scopes. Obviously we've got plenty of videos describing what you need for what discipline on our channel. So if you want to feel free to scroll through there, should get all the information you need. But let's go into basic kit you need when you're going around the course. So start off with these. It's got pair of lens caps here. Obviously may not look much, but when you're shooting out in the rain, or if it's in the snow, when it's coming up to winter, obviously that's coming up soon, the last thing you want is dirt or rain on the front lens or the rear lens of the scope. Front lenses are bad, but you just get a bit of a darker image. The rear lens really does make it difficult to see through the scope, and it will really impair your shooting. So flip up caps while you're moving around the course, and until you've got your head in the right position to fire, you're best off keeping that down. So next thing, cleaning kit. Once again, goes hand in hand with flip up caps. If, of course, you don't get the cap down or up in time and you get the rain into it or dirt, or even from general use and you've got build up, you want a cleaning kit here. Now a fog-free cleaning kit, like the one from Vortex, will help because it stops the scope steaming up. And obviously, once again, if it does steam up or fogs up, that's going to impair your vision through it and really affect them shots and scores. So once again, that is another bit of kit that I keep in my bag at all times just to make sure I've got a clear lens to give me the best possible chance. Another bit of kit you're going to need, definitely a really good quality shooting bag. So with that, that's going to protect your kit to and from the comps. And also, if you keep the gun in the bag as you're traveling to and from the lanes, it one, keeps it dry, two, it protects it from being damaged. If you do end up dropping it or moving it around, it's going to be a lot more protected in a bag than it is just in your hands and laying it down on the side on the floor. So with that as well, field target, you're going to want what's called a shooting seat or a sit-me-down. It's generally a round shape and about 3 to 4 inches deep, filled with either polyurethane beads or memory foam cut up into pieces. Whatever you want to fill it with and makes it comfortable, that's fine. I would advise going for one with a waterproof bottom from the likes of somewhere like Sure Shot. That's what I personally use, and I think they're a great bit of kit, but anything you deem fit will work. Obviously, if you're entering BFTA competitions, they've got to be within the size regulations, but you'll find that on their website. HFT. For that, you don't need to sit me down generally, unless you're shooting something like Swefter rules, but for the rest of the country, being UK HFT or Southern Hunter series, you're really going to want a shooting mat. Now that's going to protect you from the elements to the floor. Obviously, keeps you a lot drier, keeps you cleaner, because most HFT competitions, you're going to be up to your ankles in mud on a really bad day. So that mat really does come in handy to keep you clean, your kit clean, and to give you a nice solid base to shoot from. So obviously, the budget on them, you can spend what you like on it. Obviously, the more you spend generally, the more protection it's going to give you, the more waterproof it'll be, and nicer to use once again. Moving on from that, how to store your pellets when you're going around. So lots of people use soft cases. For years I just used them straight out the tin, so I just took the tin around with me, and that was great until one, you forget to close it, or two, it's tipped it down, and by the third or fourth flame it's filled up with water. So you're going to want something around your neck that you can close and keep safe. Something like the leather pouches that've got the button. They're quite hard to get hold of now, but you should be able to find some on eBay. I think there is still a few places selling them. I know there's a local lad called Leonsworth who's making them recently. I know he should be advertising them soon. Once again, just leather, hard, and it's got a closable cap over the top and stops the water getting in there. Obviously wet pellets, really not going to go down well. Other bits to do, pre-shoot prep. Before you enter onto the course, make sure that you spend time checking your zero on the day. Now, just because your rifle was zeroed the day before or the week before at your own club, doesn't mean in that time or the pressure differences, heat differences, wind, rain, weather, there's so many different variables. Always check your rifle on the day. Pretty much every time I turn up to a comp, especially the spring gun, I have to re-zero my gun. Be it 4, 5, 6 clicks, doesn't matter. When you're going around the course, that really does affect it when you're going out to your 50, 55 yard targets on FT, and obviously your 45 yard targets on your HFT with generally smaller kills. You really need to make sure that your rifle is correctly zeroed on the day. So with that, obviously pre-shoot prep as well. Don't look around and get too intimidated by people. They're all going to be friendly. Most of them will offer you some help and advice. Just go around, have a chat, get to grips with who you're shooting with, like friendly conversation, introduce yourself, and just enjoy the competition. Enjoy what goes around, and just use it as practice as well. If you're worried about entering it and the nerves that you're going to have, don't treat it as a competition. Just treat everyone as a practice, and you'll enjoy it a hell of a lot more. So that's a quick roundup into getting into FT or HFT and some of the kit you might need. Also, if you have a look on the UK HFT website or Southern Hunter Series website or the BFTA website, that will give you a list of clubs and competition fixtures throughout the year. So if you need any more information, please feel free to drop us an email, give us a call, and we'll try and help you where we can. Thanks for watching.